Now listen, I've got a badge and a gun, so
Hey,
no funny
whoa.
stuff.
Is that a real gun?
It's a real gun, it's a real badge. Nothing's real, man.
That's exactly what that does.
5-0. I want to ask you a question. You know how 5-0 has become a street term for cops?
Yeah.
Like, is that from the original Hawaii 5-0?
I thought that it was called Hawaii 5-0 because Hawaii was the 50th state.
It's true, you're right, that's correct, very good.
Oh, but you mean when thugs are like, oh, the 5-0's
yeah,
on.
5-0, man, it's a gangster sort of thing, and do you think that's from the original show? I like to believe that it is.
I'm going to have to say absolutely.
Let's lock it in.
And it's going to continue with the new show.
Yes.
Would you call this, is this going to be a remake, a rebirth, a re-imaging, or perhaps some other word that starts with re?
They're all good. I think it's a reboot.
A reboot?
I think it's a reboot.
What exactly, how exactly would you define a reboot? Well,
the characters have the same names.
Yes.
Pretty much, you know. It's the same sort of overall story. It's a task force in Hawaii, cleaning up the streets of Hawaii. Steve McGarrett is asked to run the task force for the governor. And it's crimes in Honolulu and the surrounding areas. But we got there's a bunch of differences too, you know what I mean? It's modern day, we've got new technology, we've got new military technology.
You have the internet now.
What's that? We do have the internet.
I hear they even have it on computers too.
It's crazy. I'm going to get one.
A computer or an internet?
I'm going to get an internet computer.
Very nice.
You're welcome.
Did you watch the series growing up at all?
I didn't really. I mean, I was very young when it was on TV, and
well, how old were you when the show went off the air?
Well, it was 1980. It went off the air, and I was 4 years old. I had to think about that for a minute. I had to think, what year was I born? I'm a 76 kid, so I was 4 years old. So I watched the reruns, obviously, and my memory of it is, I remember it as an old, cool cop show, you know. Yeah. And I tried not to watch too much of it when we started doing this because I didn't want to be influenced by that. I wanted to just do my character work, and you know.
That must be difficult, though, you know, because there's so much material out there that you could source. Is it not difficult for you to kind of turn away from it and not watch it?
No, not really. I mean, a little bit because I'm intrigued and I go, I wonder how he did it back then. I don't know. But it's just my curiosity that it's just the only annoying thing is that I'm really curious and I just want to have a look. But,
sure.
But I actually much prefer building something from nothing.
How similar and how different do you think this will be compared to the old version of the show?
I think it's very different. I think it's very different in the, well, you know, I do think it's very different. I mean, television is a completely different thing now. It's, you know, we have technology that allows us to, you know, with computers, right?
Sure,
the internet computers.
The internet computers.
With internet computers generate internet computer generated images. What was the question? I think it's going to be very different because everything's different about TV than it was like 40 years ago. You know, I mean, even down to the acting, it's like the realism that we go for today and hopefully achieve is much more like what happens in day-to-day life, in real life than it was back then. It was much more stylized. It was much more, there was a lot more sort of posturing. Whereas today we're trying to get to the story and trying to, you know.
I got to ask you, your character is American. You have this, you do the American accent perfectly. How are you able to just turn it on and off like that?
I don't know. It's been many years of practice, and actually,
it's incredible.
I grew up with an American though. I had my stepfather's he's Canadian, and so as a child I had the North American sound in the house. I think that probably had something to do with it.
But you could just like that say your next sentence with an American accent.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Why not?
Because I don't want to confuse you. We've already talked about internet computers, and I don't want to. This is a two-shot, and you know.
Yeah, but you might have to see my reaction then, that way. It could be a great reaction.
All right, listen to what I'm saying to you right now. I didn't even know how it happened, though. That's the thing. See, it just comes out of my face.
I can't put an Australian accent on that.
I will give you $1,000 if you do a good Australian accent.
And not sound like the crocodile
Just go. Just don't think go.
All right, mate. We're going to go surfing today, mate. How's that?
Pretty good.
Really? Like, out of 10?
Like a 3, which is but the thing is, mate, most people get they don't even bump a 1.
Well, I got. I'm
not giving you $1,000 though.
So I got like $300 then. If it's a 3 out of 10?
I'll talk to you later. You can come and visit the set.
I got you to say mate. I pulled mate out of you.
Yeah, you did pull mate out of me.
Might.
Is that a mind trick? Might. You're saying might.
Might?
Mate.
Might.
It's a very clean mate.
Might. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's more like a 4 or 5. Huh?
Okay.
We should talk about other
5.0.
stuff.
Yeah, you want to talk about like Hawaii 5.0 or something like that?
It's a good show that's coming on TV September 20th.
Can we talk about the epic the movement?
The epic head movement that's never happening in the show?
It's not.
Yes, we can talk about it.
It's never happening.
I talked about stylistic differences from the original show. Well, I don't have the fringe for it.
Did you? When you got the call that you were going to get this part, did you think, I got to grow my hair?
I got to grow the bangs out. The man on a motorcycle. He's keeping the beaches safe. Yeah, no, Jack Lord had epic hair.
He did.
I myself have, I mean, it's fine, but it's just, like, you have good hair.
You have good hair?
Thank you. It's just sort of hair, though. You know, he had hair.
Yeah, it was 70s hair, though.
It was 70s hair.
What are your expectations for this show?
I would, I hope the show's a big hit. I hope millions of people around the world really enjoy it as much as enjoy watching it as much as I'm enjoying making it. I mean, I've done a few TV gigs now, and this is awesome. You know what I mean? It's such a great combination of character and crime and comedy. You know, there's great relationships, there's great stories. There's a lot of fantastic action, and I don't see why it's not going to be a hit.
I got to try something here. Welcome, Dano. How was that?
That was like an 8.
An 8 out of 10?
That was like an 8 out of 10.
Can you give me one? Maybe I can learn from it.
I'm nervous.
Oh, I'll stop looking at you then.
I need you to look at me.
Okay. Can I be Dano?
Oh, so you cut it off. Now you're not getting it.
Come on. I'll be I'll be Dano for a second.
Are you be Dano?
Just for a second.
We just have to look angry, and look like someone. Look angry, and like look like someone just did something. I can't do it anymore.
I'm trying. Hold on. Okay.
I can't do it.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I was willing. You need to know I was
No.
willing.
Okay. Here we go. I just want to look at you.
Welcome down.
That was pretty good. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, man.
That's awesome.
That was like constipation face. You're like.